What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel, and today we're going to be unboxing SummerSlam 2022 Elite Collection, where we get to build Dominik Mysterio. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're going to be building Dominik Mysterio, unboxing these figures and talking about them. It's brought to you by the Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist, available now on Amazon.com. Use the link below to pick up your copy today. Also, go to www.whatheel.com and you can join Whatnot today and get $15 towards your first purchase for free, no questions asked. And that's about it. We're going to talk about these because I've been super excited to build this Dominik that I don't want to waste any more time. So we're going to start with what I think is the not so great figure of the set, and that's this Shawn Michaels. It says from San Antonio, Texas, 6 feet 1 inch, 225 pounds. Sweet Chin Music is his finisher. Career highlights: WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, WWE Hall of Fame inductee. The Heartbreak Kid went toe-to-toe against a fellow legendary icon, Hulk Hogan, in an unforgettable match at SummerSlam 2005. There's actually a, pretty much actually all of these figures right here have Ruthless Aggression style figures, whether it's from the classic line, the Road to WrestleMania line. I think I have them all too, but obviously these are better. But anyways, we're going to rip into it. There's Shawn on the side. There he is in the entrance gear on the back. Right. So he comes with Dominik's arms, which is so weird. It's like seeing a couple baby arms in this package. Is very, very strange. But you gotta build him somehow, right? I saw a lot of people complaining about the Dominik Mysterio Build-A-Figure. To me, honestly, there's nothing to complain about. If you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have. It's not like it's a figure that's for sale and it's taking up a spot. It's essentially a free figure. You know, these were all $19.99 each at Target. So it's not taking the spot of somebody else who's quote unquote more deserving. It's a figure we'd never normally get. If you only like Sherri, you only get Sherri. You only like Orton, only get Orton. Now, this Shawn has some wonky fingers. All jacked up. But the entrance gear is awesome. I'll say that. But I'm just not a big fan of this era of Shawn, and this head just isn't doing it for me. 5 o'clock shot and everything, like, it looks like him, it's just, I think we could have done better. He's got the chaps, the black, the white, the belt. It's got HBK on the back. Entrance gear is cool, but again, this isn't like my favorite version of Shawn, so didn't really resonate too well with me. It kind of wraps around. I'm trying to figure out where it... Oh, it detaches on the back. Very, very creative design work. It detaches on the back on both sides, so it crisscrosses in front and then wraps around. Actually, genius as far as design work goes. But he's got the tattoo. It's a Shawn. I'm sick of Shawn's. You know, I feel like he's in every Build-A-Figure set now. He was just in the WrestleMania one, I think. It is what it is. That's how I feel about it. Yeah. HBK, another HBK. And we will do Sherri next. This is the one that I was really super excited about because I don't have this Sherri and I can put her on display. It says from New Orleans, Louisiana, 5 feet 7 inches. Her finisher's a sleeper hold. WWE Women's Champion, AWA Women's Champion, which I'm glad they included that. WWE Hall of Fame inductee. SummerSlam 1992 saw Sensational Sherri caught in the middle of a battle between the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels and Rick the Model Martel. She comes with Dominik's legs, and one thing that I have an issue with is the figure does not have the piercing connecting the nostril to the ear, which I think would have been a nice touch. Even if I would have preferred it to be that way, and I would have preferred it to have molding, but even if it was just like painted on, I think that it's a necessary part of the ensemble. When I purchased it and I did like the ringside unboxing or Epic Nail Call, I said that, and I stand by that, honestly. So here is Dominik's legs, super duper stubby like a kid. Pretty cool. I think it's great. And initially I couldn't remember if they ever released an Elite Eddie from this SummerSlam match, but they did. It is the Legends Series 7, I believe. Wow, this is actually a really, really nice, nicely designed figure. I love the molding all over. Like the arms, completely new molding, which is one thing about women's figures, that a lot of times they get a lot of new molding because their outfits are so intricate. So the leg molding has like those like heart rips down the side. It's got the fishnet. I don't know if you can exactly make it out, but there's like fishnet there. Like the see-through, like a sheer. Her butt's out. She's got these little small boots. Oops. She's got the same thing up the top, like the hearts. The see-through. The top is connected to her neck, to her shoulders, all the way down to the base, back. Great head scan. It looks much better than it did in pictures. I think they nailed the true effects. Heart paint on the side, the SS on the other side. Her hair is very intricately molded. You can see almost every strand. I think it's beautifully done. What a great figure, and honestly, it's so much better than the...
Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need Fig Heel's Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist, a 500-plus page guide to over 50 years of wrestling figure collecting, featuring over 2,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands in wrestling history. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, as well as mint on card and loose value. With a foreword by professional wrestler Matt Cardona and shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com.
So that's Sherri. Sorry guys that had to connect to a power source. But yeah, I think this is a great figure. I think it looks better than the pictures, and I do think it's better than the Jakks now. Now that I have it in hand, of course, I'll go back and compare, but I think the fine details on this that you don't see in pictures are phenomenal, as far as you know, the fishnet and the detailing and the deco hits, all of the sculpting. I think they match the skin tone perfectly on everything. It just looks great. Great figure. Definitely going on display. And now we're gonna hit up Randy Orton. So here we have Randy from St. Louis, Missouri, 6 feet 5 inches, 250 pounds. The RKO is his finisher, obviously. Career highlights: WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion. The youngest member of Evolution became the youngest WWE Champion in history at SummerSlam 2005. And there he is on the side, young Randall. Here's a picture from the event. Here's my knife, there it is. And we're gonna open this up. Take a look. To be honest, this is one of those figures, like, I've found that sometimes when it's a Build-A-Figure set, it's usually 3 figures that you're like, eh. I think the majority of this set is figures that I needed and wanted. So we will take Dominik's shirt out first. We will take young Randall's hands out. His thumb's caught. We will take Dominik's body out. And now we'll take Randy out. So this is the only championship title included in this set. And it is the World Heavyweights Championship. So first off, let's look at Randy. He's got the early stages of his tattoos, the forearms, the shoulders. This one is a little off as far as the ball joint lineup. We got the shoulders. I always love these young Randy heads. I think they look they look great. They look just like him, and sometimes when it's not something that they can freshly scan, it doesn't always hit, but this definitely does. Young Randy there. I love that he's got the orange trunks, the typical Randy Orton design there that, you know, we've grown to know and love, and just expect that there's not going to be too much variation. But you gotta put the stance hands in there. The pose hands, gotta do it. Gotta love it. So, I'm always bad at posing these like that. But there he is. He comes with the World Heavyweight Championship, which, you know, we've gotten this a ton over the years, right? It looks great. It's got the red notches, the gold. It's classic. You know, so there he is, young Randall, right there. Let's see if I can drape it. And last but not least, we have Rey Mysterio. Rey obviously comes with Dominik's head, which he's the only one who should come with Dominik's head. But it says he's from San Diego, 5 feet 6 inches, 175 pounds, finishes the West Coast Pop. Career highlights: WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental Champion. At SummerSlam 2005, Rey Mysterio saved his son Dominik from the dastardly Eddie Guerrero in a legendary ladder match. As we said, that Eddie is in Legends Series 7. So you can recreate the whole match now because we're going to have Dominik, which, you know, he's in the exact attire that he wore at the event, which I think is pretty cool. So we're going to take the hands out. One thing I'll say off the get, he comes with the custody briefcase. I've said this a lot over the years. I am not a fan of this briefcase. This is one thing that I think that Jax did better. I hate how little this is. It's not to scale with what a real briefcase is, nor this briefcase. I went back and looked. It's got this big hinge at the bottom, which I feel like they could have made smaller. I absolutely hate the Mattel briefcase. Not that it's an important accessory to have. In this case, it is, though. We have Dominik Mysterio's head. I made sure it was a good one, and I think the apps on this are great. It looks just like him. They got the big eyes. Everybody hates this figure. I think it's awesome. Can't wait to build that in a second. But we have Rey Mysterio here. He's got his tattoos. Aaliyah on one arm, Dominik on the other. He's got the blue elbow pads, which I think is a great touch. Sometimes, I believe, I could be wrong, I think the Jax did have the blue elbow pads, but you would expect them to have black, just generic black. So it's got the design on the side, big 619 on the other, his tattoos, the 619 on the shirt, very kind of generic mask, the blue and the white. Oh, I like this. You can see his back tap peeking out of the top of his shirt. It's so small, they didn't even need to include that. The fact that they did just shows attention to detail, and I love that. Not my favorite Rey, not one that I would put on display, but you might, I might have to actually because we have Dominik. All right, it's something I got to think about. So let's build Dominik real quick. We're going to Put the torso on. Went on much easier than Jimmy Hart. Much easier than Vince. So it's got Velcro on the shirt. We'll put his arms on, actually. Arms seem to be the hardest. They're so little, I'm afraid to break them. I can't believe people hate this figure. I think it's so cool. It's the first ever kid wrestling figure in a WWE line. The first ever kid wrestling figure, period, is obviously -1. That's something that nobody can ever take away from him. And I think we knew about this figure before -1, which is funny. And then we'll put his head on last. Are you kidding me? People hate this figure. This is easily my favorite figure in this set. I don't care what anybody says. This is so unique and different. I think the feet are a little big, but sometimes kids have big feet like that. Like, I had big, awkward feet. Very big bell bottoms on the pants, but I mean, it's such a one-off figure. I think that's awesome. And I mean, to scale next to his father, it's probably about right, dude. At the time, he wasn't that much smaller than his dad for being a kid, you know? So, I don't know. I really like this set. Something's weird about this Rey. The one side of his mask is like popped out. Very slightly. It's hard to see on camera, but it's like significantly out. But anyways, I'm happy about this set. I've been waiting to get them all for so long. Finally got Sherri to complete it. I finally have Dominik Mysterio, and he's definitely going on display somewhere. Don't know where, don't know how, but he's going somewhere. I think this is really cool. It makes me want a -1 loose to put with him. But yeah, so we unboxed the Elite SummerSlam 2022 set. It had Shawn Michaels, it had Sensational Sherri, it had Randy Orton, and it had Rey Mysterio, and you get all 4 figures to build Dominik Mysterio. Such a cool set. Super excited about this. We'll never get this figure in a main line. I don't know why anybody would complain. It's well deserved, I think. And they saved a little bit on making these, so I think that's maybe that's why some of these were still $19.99 in stores. I don't know, but yeah. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. On Twitter, it's at TheFigHeel. And go to whatheel.com to join Whatnot and get $15 towards your first purchase. Pick up the book, pick up the merch, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one. Peace.
Want to turn your collection from this into this? Then head over to Whatnot. Whatnot is a community marketplace with live stream auctions. See exactly what you're buying before you get it. Auctions starting at just $1. You can interact with sellers, celebrities, fans. It's safe and secure and has grail pieces for steal prices. So click the link in description below to join now and receive $10 towards your first purchase. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Check out my official sponsor, Whatnot, by clicking the link in description to join and save $10 on your first purchase.